We're going to Soda City, aka Columbia, South Carolina, as opposed to Colorado. All right, well, that's what it's known as now. And when we start here, what's your character's name, Todd?
Murph.
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 Okay, Murph, you wake up with a start. All right. There's you're laying down. Someone's compressing your shoulder. Lay still. Lay still. Be all right. You're looking up. You're on a cot. You can tell just by how it moves, and you're looking up at the ceiling with a dangling light just hanging there. All right. There's an older gentleman laying over you. He's got a smock on, somewhat dirtied and everything. He said, "Lay still. You've been wounded. Let me get the shrapnel out."
What are you talking about?
Okay, you're laying there.
What?
You're laying there, and you had been. You recollect, the last thing you remember was standing on in front of the Capitol building on Main Street, and someone had thrown a Molotov cocktail, and it hit the front of your the vehicle, and you'd been with two other soldiers that came out from Fort Jackson. Right. And it surrounded you, and something exploded to your left, and it knocked you off of the vehicle and back down, and you went out like a light. But you know you was being surrounded by figures. Okay. Now, Jason, your character, give me that name again.
Ardath. Ardath. A-R-D-A-T-H. Ardath Bay.
All right.
Todd, I think, knows.
Ardith, you're standing in the corner.
He knows where the name comes from.
I know where it comes from.
Yeah, Ardith, you're standing in the corner, and of this dusty old rescue mission, this gospel rescue mission, not no more than like 5 blocks from where this went down. You were able to see what went down, and you went over there and pulled Murph out of the way. Okay. And took him along, but you wasn't able to help the other two, and they looked like they was kind of beyond help. The other two gentlemen that was with Murph, but you've managed to take him and take him up to the mission, and went in there and saw Father Brown, who's now treating Murph and dislodging a piece of shrapnel out of his arm, which he's bleeding from. Hold still, boy. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
I'm trying, but you're leaning quite heavily on a major nerve in my arm, and it's causing me some discomfort.
Lay still.
Father Brown, let's try not to kill the victim.
Exactly what he said.
I know what I'm doing, Ardath. If I don't lay still, he's close to a major vein here. Let me pull, and he when he's shifting you around a little bit, he sees the chain on your neck. All right, so he opens up your shirt and reaches in a little bit and pulls out and sees. He goes, "All right, F, I can see why you pulled him out now." And he's holding the dog tags on the end of the chain.
My dog tags, yeah.
Yes, like that. Boy,
yes, he and his boys were from Fort Jackson.
Got him right here.
There you go.
Can I have him back, please? Gosh, darn it.
Yeah, they're still around your neck. He didn't take them off. He just let them drop.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. That's
yeah.
That's all for me. Yeah, just put them back.
It's no wonder they jumped you.
Now the question is why? What were you doing here, and why were you attacked?
I can't rightfully say. What was my I'm
gonna tell you.
What was I doing there?
What you were doing here is actually because y'all hadn't heard anything from Ardath or the Gospel Rescue Mission in that area for quite a while, which these two are more or less your contacts in this area. Okay, so That lost contact
okay.
is what made you come out to this
Okay.
area, all right?
Okay, so so the landlines that went down are to this mission.
Yes.
As you call it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I suppose y'all came
All right.
out to find out.
And so it was Fort Jackson that lost communications with.
Yeah, y'all hadn't heard from them in about a month, so.
Right.
You know.
So they sent me and the other two out to try and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. And so then we got attacked.
It's valuable resources. Yeah. You got taken out there right at that intersection about 3 blocks away from where you.
I bet like one of the other guys that was with me was probably the tech, and then 2 soldiers, right?
Yeah.
And he had that butt phony thing that he clips on, check it out.
So we need to repair these landlines then.
I guess so, but I don't know nothing about that. I just
they went down
there for security.
I don't know if they're. What'd you want me to do? I couldn't contact y'all. They've been down for about a month. Well, I suppose you know that. That's why you came out. But you shouldn't come out so blatantly like this. This is, you're not welcome here. Sir Charles catch you.
Oh, well,
pay
your money, you take your chances, right? That's what I says.
Can you look at it?
Did they take any of your valuables, Murph?
Well, I didn't have much on me to begin with. Travel light, travel fast. That's what I says, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I should have my pistol though. Did you find that? I have my pistol.
Yeah, I take it out and I hold it outside of your reach.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got your gun here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. And I did have a hunting knife too.
That is here, and I dangle it by its its strap.
Yeah. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I had those on my person, if you understand me. Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, not until we verify how you're going to get home before fixing these landlines.
Well, so I came out here. We drove out here in a vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm. Which has been blown up, right?
Blown up. Okay. And how far are we from Fort Jackson? No.
You're probably about 12 miles.
So it's like a day's walk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's in your best interest to fix these lines before you go back. It's in our best interest to get you out of here. Well, so I believe we should go to the wreckage, find this phone, and do our best to fix this landline so you can get the hell out of here.
I like that
idea.
What's
your mouth, Audash, you're in the house of God.
Well, I don't think the Lord at this point will strike me dead yet, Father Brown.
He ain't done with him yet. That's why he hasn't struck him down yet.
Calm down, sir. I appreciate you coming out here, but y'all shouldn't have did that so blatantly like that. Just run up in here. You know better.
Well,
don't you worry, Father Brown. I will expedite this and get him out of here.
You can look in the basement. The connection's in the basement.
Right. Basement. Okay. Well, got to go back to the vehicle and get the tools.
Yes, we got to get the tools and the phone.
If they're even. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I flip his pistol around, the butt of the pistol facing him, and I hand it to him grip first, and then hand him his knife. All right. So we are in agreement. We are going to finish this and get you out.
Agreed. Let's rock and roll, chicken bone.
So I'll lead him out the door because he was unconscious, so he has no clue where we're at. So I'll lead him out of the door of the church, the mission, and in the direction of the attack.
Okay. It's 3 blocks, and you can utilize the at least
ramp.
1 block. No, This is in the city area. This is a section that has those little concrete barriers on all they're all, so the tram ain't running on the inside here.
Yeah.
Now you, Ardath, know that you have to go right outside here, like a block more outside, and then you can catch the tram at that location.
Okay.
But Sir Charles has got all these areas concreted off on this inner city area. All right.
I think it's best we make our way on foot and try not to attract the boss man's attention.
Now, the boss man resides in like a building that's 2 blocks away. It's the tallest building in town, and he's at the upper area. And it seems to be the only building at night with any lights around the top of it. Okay. You can hear the hum of a generator running. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And it is nighttime.
Outstanding. All right. So we can use a cover of darkness to get ourselves back to that ambush site where my vehicle is.
Yeah, you might have wanted to use the cover of darkness when you all came in here.
Well, hindsight being 2020, that probably wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it hadn't been that long. It's probably been about an hour and a half since it went down. So it was already getting dark anyway. But Father Brown leads you downstairs and says, "Hill, you know Ardath, take him out the back way," and it leads you to a small narrow path. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That'll run the length to the main road. You can skirt down to the side 2 more blocks to get to where you need.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll lead the way. All right. Lock the door behind you, Father Brown.
Okay.
And I'll wink at him.
All right. God be with you. And then you hear the door step. Now, when you were stepping down there was plenty of the homeless inside the shelter and on the outside. You're having to step over and around them as you go through.
Right.
A lot of them covered up with whatever they can.
You say God be with you, and I kind of cock my pistol and say, in Remington I trust. Put it in the holster.
God abandoned me a long time ago.
Lord help us. He shuts the door. All right. So you fellas are going down. It seems pretty quiet. You hear the crackling almost and voices as you come to the end of this and you peer right down the main street. There's a little divider that goes down the middle of the road. It's like a 2-lane, right in the center of town. I mean, this is Main Street. And you're looking down there and you see right in front of the Capitol still the burning remnants of the car. It's almost burned out, but there's people around it and kind of warming their hands to it and talking excitedly and whatnot.
Okay.
Now, as far as anything else down the street, it's pretty desolate. You see what appears to be bodies and everything laying under benches and on benches and up against the side of building, trash being blown down the thing. The smell of refuse and fetid, just human waste is pretty strong there. Even though it's nice, and I might say the pollen, but you don't have any Claritin on hand because it is the spring of the year right now. Okay. And so it's just a green powdery substance on everything you touch. You pick up.
All right.
So at least footprints for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, do these people know me? I mean, obviously, knowing the boss man.
Yeah. They
do I have a badge or do I have identification?
No, they know you by your dress. Most of them, if they see you, they have a natural reflex to they know you're somebody kind of important because you're dressed in pretty much rags and patchwork things. So, and anybody who works for him knows that if they screw with you, in a way,
okay,
you know what I mean. But now you don't have total anonymity.
No, right.
But they don't want to chance it. That's your character's point of view of it.
Does my companion here have a uniform that screams Fort Jackson?
Oh, you want me to take that? What do you think?
I wouldn't say that. I've said that y'all came out here kind of blatantly, and what Father Brown said, but you were not so blatant as to whatever. They got wind of something was down, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And attacked you.
So So Murphy, tuck in your dog tag, sir, and anything that would identify you as from Fort Jackson, and follow my lead. And I will walk with confidence and swagger through the crowds that are warming, talking and warming their hands at the wreckage. I will walk up and look at the one I get eye contact with. Excuse me, you saw what happened here?
There's hushed tones as you want it. There's Audash. Let him through. Let him through. And they are, Audash. They are. Fort Jackson sent troops out here. The gall, the nerve to come out here in the city. Mm-hmm. And we own this area.
Yeah. And I look in the car real quick. Do I see do I see the remains of these two that burned up? Or were they pulled from the vehicle?
They're pulled from the vehicle, and they're charred pretty much and burnt black over the side. Okay. And laying there. A lot of them's kind of, you can tell the shrapnel hit them too. Okay. And the side of the vehicle, it hit on the gas canister side. Okay. So I will walk over and kind of kick them, looking for this phone on their hip to see if they've been stripped of their items, or if this is still they have been stripped and everything. And everybody around you is like, "Don't look at me." All right. And you're gonna know this is par for the course. I'm gonna look for the one that appears to be the most nervous, and I'll approach them and make eye contact, even if I have to bend down or grab their chin and pull them up to look me in the eye. Now, okay, there's a boy over there kind of huddled looking at the fire and going like that. He's been averting his eyes a little bit at you. All right.
Boy, I pull out a credit, or I pull out a bullet. Boy, come over here.
Yes, sir.
Come over here, boy.
He comes at you nervously and
who pilfered these bodies here, boy? Where did they go?
I can't tell you that, sir.
Oh boy, I think you can. I think you're gonna have to.
It was just the scavengers. I don't. Maybe.
And now look at me. I'll squat down on my haunches, right in his face, and smile at him.
Give me a person roll, okay?
Boy, don't worry now, boy. You know who I am. I'll take care of you. Now listen to me. Tell me who took the little phone thing. You saw the little phone thing? It's shaped like it's got buttons on it. Who took that, and where did they go?
Roll a person for me.
Okay, 3+.
Yeah.
Oh, 5.
Okay. They took off down there toward 5 Points area. I saw them running.
Now see, Johnny, that wasn't hard. And I stand up and I give him the bullet. I polish the bullet up, polish it up on my fancy clothes. Now there you go. You earned yourself a nice shiny bullet, boy.
Now his eyes were darting both ways, making sure, because everybody was looking in the area, so he kind of whispered it to you, and he shrinks off back into the kind of the shadows and takes off running through the grass up, kind of behind the Capitol and whatever, the big forested area. But yeah, he's gone.
I nod at everybody. I'm sure the ones who are watching, and walk through the crowd back over to Murph. Okay, we're gonna have to go that way.
Who's that with you, Audath?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Del.
Who's that with you, Audath?
Oh, he's a gentleman visiting.
Visiting? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looks like he's bloodied up some.
Yeah, see, he tried to help mangle up these Fort Jackson soldiers. Unfortunately, those scavengers got the best of him. So he's all right.
Okay, if you say so, Audath. And there's a little bit of hushed tone whispering or whatever, and they're kind of backing away. And they resume looking over and kind of scavenging and just huddling around the fire area and talking.
He was doing his best here, folks, to stop these here Fort Jackson men.
I know.
Ain't that right there, Murphy?
Yeah, that's right. That's
I ain't never seen him before. Indeed. If you say so, Audath.
Well, you ain't seen everybody here in Soda City, have you?
I don't reckon. Around the blocks, I have. I don't reckon.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, don't you worry about it. We got it under control. This way, Murph. And I'll try to head in the direction the boy told us.
Now, did y'all look through for the tools or anything, or
Well, that's what I want to do. Is I want to see if there was anything of value that we could scavenge from the vehicle. All right.
Okay.
So while Ardith was talking to the young
Just
lad,
roll an
here,
int roll on that for me. I don't want to make you roll like you're opening doors, but roll an intelligence because
intelligence.
Mind.
Yep.
Mind. Sorry.
Okay. So now this says I have a mind of 3. Okay.
That means you need a 3 plus on the D6.
You got a good mind, yeah.
Oh, lower the better.
Yeah. I thought, as a soldier, I thought you might have put those in the wrong. You want to change that order? Because I thought maybe you had them in the wrong order.
No.
Okay.
Card played is a card. Card played is a card played. That's how I do it.
I like it.
All right. Here we go. 1. Yeah.
1.
So,
okay, yeah, you don't see anything. It's certainly nothing in the car right now, okay?
All right.
But nevertheless, yeah, if y'all heading down to 5 Points area where the boy was pointing out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I will pull my fancy coat away from my pistol on my hip and walk with my hand on the palm of my pistol through these ruins.
Okay. The ruins, what you're going to be walking through, essentially, is the old USC dormitories. Mm-hmm. You walk through an area called the Horseshoe, with like a big park area. There's a lot of huge overhanging trees with Spanish moss coming down. So it's almost haunting this type of night. It's totally dark. You can hear you see little sparks in the old dorm windows, which a lot of them are blown out. And whatnot. And you're having to cut through this area to get down, and it's going steadily downhill. As you know.
Okay. I got my pistol out at the ready. Okay, so I can bring it up when I need to.
Okay. All right. Yep. You're just going at the ready. It seems pretty. It's a nice, cool night. You get to the base of the. Y'all just give me a 2D roll. I want y'all to roll it.
2D roll.
2D6.
Okay.
4, 10 for me.
6.
6.
Here it is. Yep.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Which way are we headed?
We're headed to the Horseshoe campus.
Yeah, you're heading essentially southwest. You're heading southwest. He's got a map out.
Okay. I'm looking at the map. I just realizing that.
No, that's fine.
All right. I see the 5 points. Okay.
he's there. All right. Well, anyway, you're making your way down to 5 Points area, which is pretty thick with building a lot of hidey holes. All right, just say that.
Yeah. All right.
So, it's basically the old college area where all the bars were and where all the little shops are, stuff like that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Nevertheless, you're heading that way.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I got Google Street View on.
Yeah, awesome. It's awesome.
He's probably
Google Street, baby.
All right.
Yeah, Google Street View. Yeah.
There is an explosive sound that you hear off in the distance.
Okay.
All right.
In the direction we're headed, or behind us?
No, behind you somewhere. It seems like a few miles. It's pretty loud though.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it ends. You don't really
Explosion.
hear much. Not from where you are, especially. But you can tell it was kind of like.
But it was from behind us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stop and look back. Do I see anything burning? Any clouds?
No,
smoke?
It seems really kind of far off. It's almost like an echo. Boom. A little bit like way off, kind of.
Oh.
I look at Murph. Murph, that wouldn't by any chance be more of your Fort Jackson boys.
Do I know whether we had sent out other crew?
As far as in the direction of Fort Jackson, it's not. Right?
Okay.
Fort Jackson's to your right, and this is like more back to the west.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
This isn't some ill-advised assault upon Soda City.
I don't believe so. That's not coming from Fort Jackson.
All right. All right. So let's find this phone.
All right. You're trying to find the phone?
Yeah. Well, we're trying to find this kid that stole our phone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. When you get down to, you start entering there, the 5 points, there are little reddish, almost like you can see burning coals in different little areas inside the building, little red lit, but it's really dark. There's no street lights or anything. Okay. There's an eerie silence down there. You hear every once in a while shuffling in different buildings as you're walking through.
Are these scavengers, are they recognizable by any kind of markings? Is there any kind of shared? Is there any way we can tell a scavenger from just a general?
Yeah,
homeless
generally it would be like a homeless person, like nothing initially of them. A lot of them bush buggies are coated down for the extreme winters, but a lot of them like that. But yeah, you do have them that they will trickle into the main city area, but that's going to be your generic, just your like that, and that's what he was pointing out.
So
there's no gang affiliation with any of them that you know.
We need to find someone around here that might be able to point us in the direction that scavenger went. So I'm gonna look around for the first homeless person that looks like they've been sitting around here for a while.
Yeah. You see a fella that's bearded and laying in the corner, and he's covered up. He happens to be to your right, just a shot off, like a building away.
Okay. Does he appear to be asleep or wait?
He groans a little bit, and you see him drag a bottle across the cement up to his lip. All right.
Okay. I walk over, and as I do, I slowly draw my pistol and kind of keep it hidden in my coat.
Yeah.
And I'll squat down and with my other hand kind of tap his bottle, with my finger. What's your name, sir?
I can't see you.
Well, that's all right. What's your name, sir?
My name is Marshall. What do you want with me?
Marshall, we might be able to get you more of this here drink if you can tell me if you saw a scavenger come through here about an hour ago, running for his life, maybe carrying something in his hands.
I saw a couple of boys running over yonder between the two buildings, out by the fountain over there, and the fountain's kind of like located in the center of the.
Now, Marshall, this is very important. Do you know those two boys?
I couldn't tell in the darkness, but they seemed like tall and lanky.
And have you seen them around here before, Marshall?
I seen them there about. Yeah, they stay in this area mainly. They over there.
In a particular building here, Marshall. Now, this is very important for you.
What you say you could do now? Because I'm kind of thirsty.
Well, you answer my questions, and we'll get you something to drink.
What? I gave you enough information.
Well, I just need you to point to a building, general building here in this location.
He kind of goes like that with his hands, and he's.
Now that's all I needed, and I roll my backpack off and pull out one of these fuel canisters I have. Get this gasohol, mineral spirits, fuel. Set it down there and slide it under it. Now there you are, Marshall. That wasn't hard. You've earned enough drink now for a week.
Thank you. Thank you. This is wonderful. And he kind of lays over and hugs it. Oh, yeah, they're over there. They're Walgreens. Walgreens, you see. If you, that's where they
well, thank you. See there, Marshall? And now you're set up for quite some time.
If you need anything,
and
just let me know.
Slide my pistol back into its holster and stand up Now, see, Murph, we're getting somewhere there. You Fort Jackson boys might learn better than just come riding in here,
Fort Jackson.
setting yourself up.
Fort Jackson.
Marshall, you didn't hear that, Marshall.
I didn't hear it. And then he takes another sip and kind of slumps over.
Whole time you were talking to Marshall there, I was kind of standing guard, kind of looking around, making sure no one was,
sneaking up,
checking us out or sneaking up on us. Okay, on guard.
Yeah, I like that, Murph. I like that.
All right.
And now I see where the Walgreens is. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah,
it's 2 blocks away.
I will head to the nearest opening into this Walgreens, whether it's a door or a hole in the walls, and I will have my pistol now out, and carrying this close to my leg under my coat as I approach this Walgreens.
Now there's a fountain. The old fountain is not in use right now. It's green and molded over. And what I'm saying is, it's in the center of this area where these 5 points of this come at a juncture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're all like that coming out. So you're gonna have to walk across this area. Is what I'm saying. It's like a big cul-de-sac area. Turn around.
Sure.
A turnaround.
Sure.
A turnabout.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it.
So.
I will try to go as the crow flies, best I can.
Okay, and you mean just right across there? Because he's saying, and it's right on that corner where you're facing it. You're gonna have to walk across the center. It's dark.
Yep.
Okay, y'all going across there to center?
Well, I am. I don't know if Murph.
Yes.
I don't know if Murph's as dumb as I.
Yeah.
I'm feeling fairly comfortable since this is my city.
Yeah, you get
Not so much me.
You get pretty close, all right. And at the time you see what you saw, a little red glow on the inside, deeper into it, it gets shuttered off. And as you step up, probably about 15 foot away from the building, where it's obvious you're not moving either way, to the right or left, and you hear a click. I wouldn't come any further if I was you.
Now, who might this be? I speak loud enough. Now listen.
Now, Murph, you can see little lights coming on in different areas, and people you get the feeling that they're kind of looking out of their buildings. What's going on? Go ahead.
Now, I'm willing to trade you, whoever you are, if you want to come out here in the open and speak with us. I just want that telephone.
Trade for what?
Well, you're going to have to come out here and show me you've got the telephone. I don't trade with you without knowing what you've got.
I got some kind of, I don't know what it's. What do you mean telephone?
Well, tell you.
What do you
tell
think
me,
I got
sir.
A telephone? Who told you I had a telephone?
Tell me, did you abscond with a device from a couple of bodies up the road from Fort Jackson Soldiers? And I spit.
I didn't kill nobody. I didn't kill nobody.
No. We know you didn't kill anybody, but you have something worthless to you, but valuable to us, and we will trade you something more valuable. What do you say, Murph?
Yeah, says better hand it over. Maybe we can make a good trade here. You know what I mean?
I got.
It's yellow.
You hear on it. You hear back and forth a little bit, like Jocelyn and two people talking. Shut up. What you better trade it. All these little sounds or whatever. And said, shut up. Is Ardath? Is that you?
Yes, and who is that I'm speaking with? Now see how friendly you can be.
I told you, shut up. And he says, we didn't kill anybody now, Ardath, but is this what you're looking for?
Bring it out here in the open where I can see it.
He kind of pushes it through. Can't really see him, but you'll see it momentarily come out in a little, the ambient lighting.
Sure,
and
sure.
You do in fact see that, Murphy,
is that it?
That is it, right? That's the phone.
Now, he pulls it in through the broken glass or whatever like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's her.
Okay, well, we got what you want, but what do you got? What we want? What you got?
I've got and I pull out my pack and pull out my last large canister of fuel. I set it down. This fuel can get you quite a bit in trade. That's more valuable to you than that phone.
Come,
Now don't make me stand out here in the open with all of your neighbors watching.
He's got good corn
You best
whiskey.
make a move on this.
He's got good corn whiskey to go a long way. Do a lot better than that phone will. And then, okay, you bring it up, bring it through the window. We switch out. All right. So you're walking up to the window, and you'll see that he's got his hands and he's right behind the window. Okay. So and you see he's got some kind of like fabric, and the eye holes are all messed up or whatever. He don't want to show his face. And he's got it out with one hand, and he's got his other hand ready to grab the corn whiskey, the gasohol.
Murphy, if you would oblige to grab that phone, and I'll set down the canister just below the window where they can touch it, but I won't let go until he has the phone.
Yeah, I'll reach over and I'll keep my pistol back, right? So it's not
keep
threatening.
That pistol back. Okay.
And
all right, he hands it over to you, and his long, emaciated, skinny arms are reaching down there, and he's trying to grasp after the. It looks like you can tell his fingers are all shaking and everything. He's obviously some kind of tweaker.
Now see there, you have earned yourself one heck of a good deal, and I slide it to him, and he can greedily take it if you so choose.
He does. And I mean, he grasps at it, and it halfway falls out of his thing. And then he grabs it, he pulls it in real quick, and you hear him.
Now, Murphy, I believe we should escape quickly back to the location that you need to repair those lines.
So I am not a technician by trade, but maybe the tech that was with us, he kind of gave me some rudimentary instructions, on how to handle a butt phone, right? So I'm just gonna do like a quick little check, make sure this thing's working properly, like it hasn't been damaged or anything.
Yeah, and I suggest you do that as we walk, Murph.
Oh yeah,
as we're crossing the quad or back the way we came. Well, gun out at my side.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving a little quicker than we did coming in, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a full moon. There's a lot of ambient lighting, so you get to see off a little bit of a distance.
Do I know anybody who can use devices like this phone here in Soda City?
Well, you yourself have the capacity to do that, since you are secretly a main contact with with them. So you're familiar with it. All right.
Okay. All right. Can we take a quick little bio break?
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to as well. Yep. 2 seconds.
All right.
Or at least 2 seconds.
Okay. Now we're back. All right.
All right. So I will, as we're making our way, I'll say to Ardith, I'll say, you seem to got a bit of a gift of the silver tongue there, sir.
Yeah, I look at him, look over my shoulder at him, and say, "Well, so that's my upbringing. That's what I do."
Okay, well, I garnered a new appreciation for it there, because I'm more of a shoot first, ask questions later sort of guy.
And I'll stop walking dead and turn and look at him. Boy, I hope so.
Okay. You guys are coming up over the ridge.
Because you are in dangerous territory.
Well, then I will bring my gifts and talents to bear shortly, perhaps.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are making yourself up over the rise back into the main street areas, and you walk around the little concrete barrier to get back to the main hub of the city. Ardath, you step into a little bit of water.
Okay.
And it hadn't rained, like I said. You look down, and in the moonlight, it was full moon, you see the trails of the green pollen that is being washed down the sides of the street. All right. So all this pollen is laid off, and you notice around your foot it's starting to rise up a little bit. There's, it's this water flow.
Right.
There's, you look down because you're not far away from where the fire was. The fire's pretty much, you just watch it wink out at this moment. So.
Murphy, I think we better find Murphy. I think we better find high ground, and I'm going to turn and start to run for high ground.
Okay.
Climb up on a vehicle or a second story of a ruin or something.
And one thing I must
go back. Explain the situation again. What?
Okay.
Why are you going to higher ground?
Because it looks like water's rising. Because you said it just snuffed out the fire down the street, right?
No, well, I mean, it was going out anyway from the earlier time because it'd been like an hour and a half since it got attacked. But yeah, it had burning embers and everything. But yeah, it's out now. You watched the last of it, Wayne. But like around your foot is probably about 1 inch of water now, half an inch, and it's gone up to about 1 inch. This is going around your foot, and you see the side, where the curb is, and all this pollen's just intermingling with it, and it's picked up and washing out. The people, there are plenty, I should say, that there are plenty of cars for some reason or another that have just been left like they have been driven throughout this whole area and just left where they are. All right. So, in other words, there's plenty to get on top of if you want to get up on something. There are, you see off in the corners, people that have been huddled and laying there, they're starting to get up and, what's that? You know what I mean? And you can tell they're wet and they're stomping around.
Water's rising fast. Shouldn't we, while we can still move somewhat before it gets too high, should we try and get as much ground coverage as possible?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll move as far away from it and to the highest thing I can. But at the same time, saying to Murph, if this landline of yours is underground, well, I'm afraid it may be a lost cause for you.
Indeed. I'm just gonna have to track that circuit down, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So now, do I have some idea of where this circuit is? This landline circuit, this run. This. I mean, is it? We're talking about an above ground telephone line.
No, these are underground. The main is a main corridor of piping of
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where is that in relation?
It had been tapped down in the basement of the rescue mission.
Oh, so we just got to go back to the rescue mission.
Oh, okay. We just got to go back there.
Yeah, which are probably about 6 blocks away from that right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Well, that's where we're headed. Yeah.
Okay. Quickly as possible.
Yeah. So we're literally going back the way we came. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and as you're walking through, there is a rise of water a great bit. Now it's probably middle of your shins. It seems to be washing. It's kind of hard. It impedes movement, and people are kind of running and even halfway climbing up on trees and climbing up on cars, like you're saying. So they're standing there, all these, the scavengers and whatnot. You see
a lot of water pretty fast.
Yeah, it's rushing through, more heading west toward to go off to that runoff that you just climbed up out of, down into 5 Points. All right.
Okay.
So that's what you're seeing there, and so you can make.
I have never seen anything like this.
Now, when you get to
that's not a broken water main. That's something a lot more than that.
Yeah.
This is something Father Brown would call an act of God, I do believe.
I call it a broken dam. That's what I call it.
Oh, I do a double take in Murph when he says that. Then we might want to be headed the other way, away from this rising water.
Now, the direction we're going back towards the mission, is that where the water's rising, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's rising. Yeah, it's in this whole city block area. It's currently about middle of your shin. All right.
Okay, but if we're heading towards the mission, is that the direction that the rising water is coming from, or beyond that?
That's to the right. The rising water is more or less coming from in front of you, raising up somewhat. All right.
Okay.
So you just take a right. Basically, you'll stay on the same.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But nevertheless, it is rising. It's just not, the flow isn't coming from your right.
Right.
Coming from
Okay.
All right.
So, but it's rising slowly too, not as if there's a tidal wave of debris coming our way.
Like a
Yeah.
tsunami.
Well, I mean, it's
Okay.
it's fairly fast.
Okay.
You know, and it does have
Okay.
debris mixed in because there's a lot of debris and refuse and fetid
Right.
water.
Yeah.
Now. But you can tell it's almost fresh in a way. It's not
Okay.
like bilge water, but
Right.
nevertheless,
Muddy, murky. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
yeah. So you
Murphy,
may,
I do hope we can hold our breath long enough to check your lines.
I'll have to do it. Come on, rock and roll, chicken bowl. Let's get going.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
all right. So y'all kind of high stepping a little bit down the
Yes.
3
quick-
blocks. Everybody's pretty much cleared out of your path, even though when you're walking down that back, if you're going to the back door to knock on the door for Father Brown, that water is fairly high right now. It's nearly at your knee.
Okay.
I can't. Who is that? Who is that?
It
We're being
is
flooded in here.
God, Father Brown. Open up. God is here, Father Brown.
Okay. When he opens this door, because it opens inward, all right?
Right.
He starts to open it, and then that water just kicks him almost, flings him to the ground a little bit. He's holding on to the knob. He has to re-get himself. I told you, get in here quick.
Yep. I'll help him up, and then as Murphy comes in, and I'll help him shut the door behind.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all roll a might on this, because it's quite an intense flow. To push
All
the
right.
doors.
Brawn. What is my brawn? My brawn is a 5, I think. It's my worst. Yep.
That was mine.
It's 5, though. I got 5.
Oh, there you go. And I rolled a 5.
Nice.
5. There you go. Okay. Well, y'all managed to push this thing shut, even though this is quite a force behind it.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, our communications dilemma might be the least of our worries here if this continues.
I look right at Murphy, Murph, and say, "Well, it wasn't my mission.
Hmm.
You'll have to
Well,
decide that."
did you-
But
what
I
did
know.
y'all-
Well, it depends what situation is downstairs in that basement. So,
What did y'all do out there?
well, we got the butt phone, so
Yeah.
we got the means.
The
we
phone?
brought you some fresh water, Father Brown.
You didn't hit. You had nothing to do with that explosion.
No, sir.
That explosion. Which direction did that explosion come from?
The direction that the flow of the water's coming from.
Okay, so yeah.
Uh-oh.
So
I
we
have
know
a-
there's a
is that
dam
in the-
there
is
or a
that in-
reservoir or something.
Is that in the direction of the dam?
It is. The dam's more. It's in the general direction of the dam,
Okay.
but the dam's more
Right.
northwest.
Is that
Yeah.
dam? Is that like okay northwest
Yeah.
Murray Lake Murray or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There's a dam. Okay. Got it. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I mean, I'm just the hum of and the current of the water is fairly heavy. It's moving things, even lifting some of the cars and shuttering them,
Mhm.
whatever. But
Father Brown, where is the attic? The way to your attic and to your roof here, sir?
it's upstairs. You've been here, Ada, and right over there you see where it leads up.
I suggest, Father Brown, you get yourself closer to the Almighty as soon as possible.
Show me
Where
the
is
way to the basement.
Where is the basement to this phone line, Father Brown?
I gather if you want to go in the basement, it's right there. Be my guest. And he's trying to pick up other, people that he's trying to help in the mission, and he's herding them up to the second floor right now.
All right. We'll make our way to the basement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll if I have to, I'll go underwater, hold my breath, and try to pop the basement door open.
Okay. Now
How much
inside
water
here,
is
I should
inside
say.
the- Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. The water that you let in was a fair amount, but it's not full like it is outside. Okay, it's probably
Right,
just
right,
above
right.
your foot right now.
Okay. But it's pouring down into the basement.
Okay.
Right.
I
So-
think we should do this as fast as possible.
Yeah, when you open that up and look down in there, you can hear the water rushing in through the side. ports,
Yep.
and it is starting to fill up, but it looks like there's still a gap.
All right.
There's
Let's
a little.
go.
He has a little generator
I'll
in
go
there,
down.
and that light is swinging, like in the basement. You can tell it. Okay.
Okay.
If you'll hand me that their butt phone, sir, I know how to use this. I will connect it. You can make the call.
All right. All right. You go right
Didn't
ahead.
you say, Dell, I was capable of
Oh yeah,
using
you know
it?
how to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good.
So
All
I'll,
right.
I'll head right to the junction box where I can pull these cords loose and hook
Okay.
it in.
You pull it loose.
Yep. And then I hold it for him while he dials. I want to actually record the number he dials in my memory.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
you've been able to contact them too.
Oh, so I already
Okay,
know who he's
You're
calling.
one of their contacts here in the city.
Okay. So
You
I already
almost-
know who he's calling. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, you could call them too, but you haven't used this.
Oh,
You haven't even bothered to contact. You usually let the father do that at different times.
okay.
So,
Okay.
All right. So
I got
967 1111. That's the number.
967
Okay.
1111.
Yep.
All right. Now you're getting dead silence on that phone.
Yeah.
So nothing, not even a tone when I push buttons.
No dial tone, no nothing.
What condition was Fort Jackson in, Muff, when you left?
Dell?
Oh, everything was
It was fine.
yeah, just
Yep.
operating according to normal procedure.
Yep.
So either this line is damaged somewhere along the way, somewhere between here and there, or
That's a lot. That's a lot of ground to cover.
that's a lot of ground. How
Yep.
important was this mission? Is this life or death for you, Murph? Well, considering your friends died, I guess it was life or death.
Well,
whether you wanted it.
it quickly became life or death, but just establishing communications. That's all.
About right now,
Right.
you hear a crack over on the side in the masonry, and a piece of it gets chunked off, and more water starts pouring in through that. And it was a percussion that happened right before that happened. Okay, and then you hear
Yep.
and something rips away. It seems like a car hit the side of the building and then kind of floated off.
Okay. I suppose we need to get to higher ground now. We can't
Yeah,
face
I
this
don't-
here.
Yeah,
No.
you're waist high in it right now, easily.
Yeah.
So We'll trudge up and we'll follow Father Brown and his motley crew of homeless people to the upper levels or to the roof.
Yeah, it's very crowded. He's got everybody packed in this second level. It's a 2-story building. So, and there's an outlet to the top if you want to get out there,
Yep.
Well, I would. I want to get. I want to get a good view of the street and get a high ground kind of viewpoint of what's going on.
Okay. When you get to the top, you open it up, weeding your way through the people. Open up, get onto the flat roof, and you look out over, and you see off in the distance, and it is, like I said, a full moon night. It's good. You see Ardath. You're familiar with this area. You see something missing, and the water tower that was there, the Columbia Water Tower, is not there anymore. Not from this vantage point. And
I
there's
point
trees
over in the
below.
general direction and say loud enough for Father Brown to hear as well. It looks as though sabotage. The water tower has been destroyed.
Okay.
Well, that's better than a dam being broke up. That means it's not going to last that long, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but what follows is the fact that we have no fresh water.
Okay. Now you do notice, like I said, 2 blocks away, Sir Charles is the tallest building in the city, and he's at the top, and all of his lights are on right now. All right.
Okay.
So, and there seems to be, maybe you can tell some activity at the top.
Okay. The boss man. Looks like this has awakened the boss man. He will not be happy. Somebody is up to no good here in Soda City. How far is it? As far as I'm sure now, it's getting high enough you'd have to swim in it, right?
Oh yeah. It's about 5 blocks away. So when it dropped,
Okay.
Okay, the water tower is 5 blocks away.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that means probably in about, I don't know,
Was about a million
probably
gallons
an
of water.
hour from now it'll all pass through.
Yeah.
But the more immediate thing is, more immediate situation is the fresh water situation, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
No, Father Brown's still down on the second floor. He's busy kind of tending to everybody, and he's excitedly. He keeps going down to the first floor. He's, Death, bring your boy down here. We need some help. And
All right, so I swing the hatch open and drop down. I drop down into the floor of the main room.
What are you up there
what is
stargazing
Brown?
for? We got supplies that are being waterlogged down here. Help, give us a hand. And he's pulling stuff off the shelf.
I'll go to him, and now I'll take the first bundle and look at him and say, "And what do you expect to do with this?"
Take it to dry land. Take it up.
So I'll funnel it to Murphy up the stairs or the ladder into the
fireman
on
pass.
a bucket brigade.
Yeah,
the bucket brigade.
Yep, we'll funnel it.
Yep.
Okay. Nevertheless, you get up there, and it takes a while before this goes down, like you're saying. And luckily, you're beside that where it dumps off, but poor 5 points is probably you don't want to go there now.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Buried.
So the water's receded, and by that time, like an hour or two later, it's gone down at least where you can start to see the streets and more at least the hoods of the cars and whatnot.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Man, there's still people just sitting on top of cars out there.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's the worst is past now, but I've still got my mission. I've got to.
Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 or so.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Let's track this phone line. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if we should go out there in the middle of the night, though. What do you think? What do you think is best in this neighborhood? You're from around here. What's your take on it?
Well, I'm safe. If you haven't noticed, people know me. But you, sir, it might be best for you to operate in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
True.
Now,
true.
Ardath, if you get caught with him, that might be a different situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's go check it out.
Yeah. So we'll follow. I think we should eyeball the nearest line that's above ground and follow that line. If we have to, we'll climb an old telephone pole maybe or something and check the line. We need to check the line at periodic spots until we find out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
To find out where it's live and where it's dead, right?
Outstanding, sir. Outstanding.
Does that sound right?
It's obviously between here and there are hubs or at least areas to where, it's a confluence or whatever. And indeed, when you walk down probably 6 blocks as you're meandering through an area called the Vista, you see the concrete has been kind of broken up in one area at a junction intersection right in the side. Okay. So.
What's it called?
Now,
it's called the
Vista. Vista Way.
Yeah, that map. He's dangerous, buddy. I gotta watch my P's and Q's.
Murphy, this may not matter to you, but it looks as though somebody is trying to make a pathway so they can get through to the hub of Soda City. We have got something. Something is amiss here. Does it look like it's been moved by the water, or has it been moved by a truck or people, or what? This cement block.
No, I'm sorry. The cement itself has been broken up. You see it in the area all around at a corner on the ground, basically. Like there's some demolition work and
it's blown all the hell.
Dug down into the concrete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's along the path that we're following.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so this could be where the break is.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. I guess we should start digging here then for the line, right
here.
Here.
It's pretty much dug up. There's water obviously all in there still. The water's going
Okay.
down, and this hole is just full of
Is
water.
it big enough for us to drop into the hole?
At least one of you, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I will guard you.
Okay. And
Well,
since I
you
can
go
hook
down
this
there.
phone up, I'll go in. Since I
Okay,
can.
you're getting your nice duds all, messed
Yeah.
up. But
Well,
nevertheless,
that's too late anyway.
you guys are there on that corner, but there seems to be a prostitute standing there by the lamppost, just kind of watching y'all too. All right.
Keep your mind on job at hand, Murph.
Sorry, what? Sorry,
But
There is plenty of time for luxuries such as those when we are finished.
don't you worry. I got my eyes on the prize. All right.
All right.
Don't worry.
now you're reaching down in there, Jason. There's this huge conduit. All right, that you tell
Okay.
is broken up at the top, and in these are cords and everything, just
Okay.
through there. But they're shredded all to heck and broke
Okay.
up, almost cut straight through, like with a massive saw.
Clearly by an explosion.
Well, it looks like something, a earth mover or an explosion or something opened this up, but it looks like it was purposeful. It was dug
Right,
here to
right.
find this,
That's what I mean, yeah.
and to cut this wire, this conduit.
So I pull my head out of the hole or poke my head up from the hole if I'm down in it. This is something we are not going to be able to repair, and this was done deliberately. They are wanting to cut off our communication with Fort Jackson. There.
Yep.
I suppose. Now, who would want to do that? Fort Jackson?
Now,
Why would Fort Jackson
Well,
want
those
to do
here at
that?
Soda City.
I'm gonna tell you, Ardath, that if it would be in the benefit of Sir Charles
To blow it up.
to not have,
Right.
people that would have contact. Yeah,
Hmm.
not to saying he did it, but that.
Right. Yeah. But I won't share that information with my friend Murph here.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Then we need to set up an alternate line.
Is this the only phone line to Fort Jackson, or are there multiple lines coming in from Fort Jackson?
This is the one that leads to, that branches off and lead. It's multiple lines, but this one specifically, Murph, you would know why you went out there in the first place is because y'all got it cut out from that area. And like I said,
Okay.
y'all got various lines going out to various areas and
Right,
neighborhoods.
right.
Right.
To keep in contact.
And this line would be the one directly to Sir Charles' place.
His dig.
This is his neighborhood.
Yeah, his area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sir,
Go ahead.
I think we should perhaps think of an alternate communication system back to Fort Jackson, since this is beyond what we can do.
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah.
I think this needs a whole crew out here to be fixing these lines.
Mm.
But we should actually try to get some communication back to Fort Jackson, let them know what the situation is.
I agree. Do you know what is best suited for that?
I would say some sort of
Kitchens?
radio. I would say. Well,
Oh, shortwave radio, maybe.
Now,
Shortwave radio. Where might we find a shortwave radio? I'm going through my memory as to who I might know has a shortwave radio.
okay. You would know that there's a tech that Sir Charles has in his employee
Okay.
that works there. There is also, as far as the guy for information, because the internet's broken. All right, right down where y'all located right now, Todd, you can see on the map, is a huge Lexington County Library. Richland County Library. All right, and Ardath, that if anybody, he's kind of under the protection of Sir Charles too. All right.
Right.
Now, your relationship with Sir Charles, you've got that duality thing going on with.
Yeah, he doesn't know that I'm.
And he doesn't outwardly protest. And he lets the that he lets the rescue mission stay active. And it's kind of protected too, because whenever somebody needs to, all he is basically a crime mob boss. There are
Sure.
people that
Sure.
live off it, and when they get down, so he lets Father Brown get them back up on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go that, but you also know that Father Brown has almost like a underground railroad
Right.
situation.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
for those that are like that, but he's very timid about letting the information out because he
Okay.
don't want to. It's that balance.
Sure.
Anyway,
Sure.
that's kind of out of game, but just to catch
Sure,
you up
sure.
on that side of the situation.
Now, how well do I know this tech that is under the protection of Sir Charles?
In passing, he's mainly very reclusive. He's right almost near the top of the tower that Sir Charles lives in. He's like a level below him. He's given a little work area, and he works in there. All right.
Okay. Then I think we may have to go directly to Sir Charles's tower.
And he facilitates Sir Charles and any guys that's working, his ground crew as he calls them. The guys that go out, they'll have these radios and they stay in contact with each other. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they probably
Into the lion's den, so to speak.
Yes. And this may be against your orders, but you may have to leave those dog tags here, sir. Maybe deposit them in this hole.
Okay. While y'all are talking this, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say the guy down the street at the library is Maddox. He's the one that operates. Anytime anybody wants to know anything, Sir Charles is kind of under his protection. Sir Charles goes to him. He's the information guru. All right.
Okay.
The old librarian.
And the name of the tech?
The tech is Aaron.
Aaron.
You don't know his last name. He just only answers to Aaron. He's got big Coke bottle, no pun intended, glasses.
I will. There's a library closer than the tower right now.
Yeah, somewhat. About a block or two closer. Yeah.
Murphy, here's my plan. I know a gentleman over here that handles all information and at the library named Maddox, and I believe he may be able to help us understand how we can get into that tower without announcing ourselves, maybe to Sir Charles. And if we have to, we can put a little pressure on Maddox to give us that information.
Okay. While you are standing there talking, though, all right. I want you to roll a mind, both of you.
Both of us.
Okay. That's okay.
4. Is that enough for me? It is. I made my mind check. 4.
Ooh, I rolled a 1.
Okay. Matt, Murphy, you're intensely listening to what he's saying, but Ardath, you stop in the middle of what you're saying because you hear, some taps, almost like a tap dance shoe, right?
Okay.
It's coming up, and the prostitute. You turn around and look, and there's a man that's walking up to the prostitute, and he's swinging something on the end of his hand and catching it, right?
Okay.
A little silver glimmer happens.
Okay.
He walks up to her and kind of leans over her and peers over her shoulder, like moving in close to her because she's standing right behind y'all, right at the pole. And he leans over and he looks at, "How you doing, gentlemen?"
I will straighten up, pull my coat together, button the middle, and turn to face him, trying to look as noble as possible.
Okay, you do. And what you're seeing here, you see is a wide, almost Cheshire Cat-like slash of a smile, and he's got this hat that is just straight brimmed and to the side, and you recognize him, Ardath, as one of Sir Charles's main hitmen. All right, they call him the Dog Tag Killer.
They call him the what?
Dog Tag Killer, and he's got these dog tags that he keeps in his hand. He flips over and he grabs them.
Oh, here, I'm just going to put these over.
The dog tag killer.
Okay,
Here.
but he's leering at y'all like that. At y'all is you're standing in this thing. So when you're talking to Murphy, he's behind Murphy, and he's
Right.
got this pole. And he leans over that girl and he looks at you, and you recognize him right then and there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Murphy, you're clueless.
I'm clueless. Yeah.
As usual.
So his back is to the dog tag killer.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. So I'll make eye contact with Murph, and I'll motion like step, here behind me or beside me.
All right. So I'll move around.
And I
Stand
pull
behind.
my coat open with my hand on my pistol. Now, dog tag, what are you doing harassing that beautiful woman?
Okay, when you say this now, I want you to know that you're kind of leery of him because he's psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he literally doesn't care. He's aware of you, but about your status and whatever.
The minute he makes a move to hurt her or one of us, I'm putting a bullet in him.
Okay.
So if he decides he wants to, hurt her or either one of us, I'm gonna put a bullet in.
Okay. Well, we have to roll like that because she's sliding down the pole right now.
Oh,
What?
he got her. He got her
She's
already.
sliding down the pole right now because he's leering over.
Wait a
her.
minute.
He got her already.
Yeah.
Rock and
All right.
roll, pick and roll.
Initiative?
Let's do it.
Yes.
So initiative in this, you just roll your nimble. If you make your nimble roll, you go first. If you fail your nimble roll, you go second.
Got it.
I
five.
failed mine, so I'm going last.
Okay.
All right.
Or I'll
ahead,
go
Murph.
after the bad guys.
Now, Murph, you obviously see Ardath when he's talking to. What are you doing? It draws your attention, and then you
Yeah.
hear.
Then as I see her sliding down the
Out of
pole,
your
because-
peripheral,
Did he
yeah,
shoot her? Did he stab her? What did he do to her?
You didn't hear any kind of fire going
Nothing,
off, so
nothing.
it's obviously a stab, right?
But I already know I just do not like this gentleman's company. So
Yeah.
the pistol comes out quick and
Okay.
what do I roll?
Nimble. All you ever have to do for ranged weapons is nimble,
Okay.
and it automatically does a wound. You don't roll damage.
All right. Got it. Okay.
And then combat with melee is brawn.
Right. Oh gosh.
So the pistol's simple. Nimble
I
enough.
got 5 for
and
brawn and
you
a 4 for nimble.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's okay. Two. No.
No, he fires a shot that misses.
Wait a minute.
him.
I was holding it backwards. That's right. Okay.
You fired the shot, and it chips off the pole that he's standing beside, right? That metal pole,
Right,
and it gets
right.
ching, and there's a little silver thing, and you see him as she slide off. Actually, the little switchblade, the butterfly knife, basically, and it wipes it off. But he's got a gun in the other. You missed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's firing at you with a gun in his other hand. All right.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
So that's what he was spinning, was the knife that he stabbed her with.
Yeah. Okay. When he shoots, ironically, he misses too. All right, from his ankle. So it's your turn.
Okay. I draw and fire.
He's got this freaking smile on right now. He's
I'm gonna put a bullet between his eyes if I can.
He's
6, baby.
Oh
So
man.
that's a wound.
Oh.
All right, 6.
Okay. So then he takes one wound. Yep.
So that's all
Yeah.
it is.
You
It's
shouldn't-
one wound per hit,
Yep.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
it's a wound system. So now some things can do 2 wounds, or like
Right,
some
okay.
monsters can do
Yeah,
maybe
hollow
2
point
wounds.
bullets or whatever like that.
And certain weapons, like if you found a fancy weapon, it could have a modifier to either hit or do more wounds. But yeah, for the most part, it's a wound. Yep.
Oh, damn.
I like
You shouldn't have. And because his shoulder just kind of explodes
Right.
like that. When he's trying to aim at the other guy, shoots in, he misses. All right, and now he's trained on you.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll roll initiative.
Okay. 5 for me, so I made my nimble check.
4, so that is my value of nimble. So
Yeah, you got it. So
Yep,
both
you got
of
it?
y'all
Okay.
get good to go.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I've already found the target once. I'm gonna put a second bullet in him if I can.
Yeah, he's got this trench coat. He's wearing
2. So maybe after I hit him, he moves. He tries to get out of my sight, and I miss him the second
Yeah.
time.
Just a bunch of us sitting there like within 10 feet of each other.
Yeah,
He's
well,
long
that's,
and lanky. Yeah.
that's exactly how gunfights in the Wild West.
I
go down,
know. And no one's hitting.
right?
And I rolled a 1. Oh, gosh.
So it's this little fire game going on in the corner.
yeah.
And
Horse
the
and
further
corner
on
with
in
a
this,
dead
he's
hooker.
just smiling more and more. And he's
Murph,
going, yeah.
I never believed I would die over a dead hooker.
Yeah, join the club. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Join the club indeed. And then he fires off. Oh, man. Roll 6. Gotcha.
Oh, no. Oh,
That
who's
was,
that?
he fires off the biggest target, which is Murph right now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so
So
then-
Murph.
Okay. Okay.
You kind of spinning it back and forth and who he's by shooting him.
All right. Round 3.
Round
Yes.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Initiative every round, right?
Yeah, just see if you make it.
Yep.
If you don't, could save your life.
No.
4. I think that's good for me. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I say as I start to circle the pole, I basically say, now dog tag, I don't believe this had to happen, and I fire again. Oh, 2, missing as I move.
Oh,
Right.
Oh. So I got a question. This guy's wearing a lot of dog tags.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's the dog tag
Well,
killer, so he clearly goes around killing Fort Jackson.
He's got a.
Oh yeah.
He's got a. I'll say this. All right. No, I won't say it right now. He's got a trench coat on. Right.
He's got a trench coat on, but is he wearing a bunch of dog tags around his neck?
Ardath. You just know that Ardath refers
Yes.
to him as that because Ardath
Right.
knows him as that.
Okay, so I've not seen any dog
Exactly.
tags on him.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
calling him dog tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I still haven't figured that out, but okay. So my go.
Yep,
Well, no, you failed yours, right? So he gets to go.
I did. I
He gets to go,
felt the shot.
Yeah. So
And
he's already been shot at again by Ardath,
uh-huh.
and you just told him this didn't happen, had to happen.
Yeah.
But isn't it delightful? It has. He says as he shoots again and misses. All right. So y'all going around this pole and he's pivoting. He's
Right.
trying to keep
Yeah.
both of y'all.
Basically, yeah.
You know, if you triangulate.
It's exactly how this is how gunfights went down in the West.
Yeah, he's got a sick grin. Yeah,
Have
those
you guys
guys
ever
were
tried
shot
to hit a
multiple
target
times.
with a pistol?
My gosh.
It's not easy.
But
No,
you know,
not.
this dude is just loving it. I mean,
Yeah.
even
Oh yeah,
getting
he's
hit-
right where he wants to be, right?
yeah, getting hit
Here we
is
go.
like a high for him.
Take that. Oh, I missed. Oh my gosh.
Bang, 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 bang. It's like all this pop things going on.
My gosh.
Like that, he's dancing a little bit, like
Right.
shifting, and then he'll shoot. Which you didn't make yours, Jason. So it's him.
No, sir. I
No.
missed.
And he shoots and it misses. You just see
Okay.
muzzle flashes going off. Like, that's
Yep.
when all these-
Yep. Oh, I made my nimble, so I get to go
Okay.
round 4. I get to
Not
go
me.
before him. Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm still better shooting than I am punching. I'm gonna try again. Now I've shot 1, 2, 3. This will be my 4th shot, right? How much ammo did you want us to start the game with, by the way?
Just a full complement of what you have for your weapon. All right.
Okay, so I've
You
got
would've been
2.
full
I'm
stock
assuming
and-
pistols have 6 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, pistol or an automatic.
Yeah, and you were taken out
Yeah.
before you get to fire anything, as far as Murph. All right.
Right.
Say that
And
again?
so
You're full too. You didn't get to fire anything off in the crowd.
Okay,
before
so I
you
got
were taken out.
10 in the clip. All right.
Yeah.
right.
But
So this is my 4th shot.
yeah. Dog
of
tag's
6
almost pirouetting. He looks kind of graceful as he steps over the hooker as he's going around this pole, and y'all are pivoting around this pole. Okay, so he's already stuck
Right.
around her, and he's moving to the side. Okay.
Yep.
And he hits. Now he's alternating between both of y'all.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I mean? He's doing that,
Yep.
almost like some kind of insane dance. So the last one he shot at was
Murph was hit.
Murph, and now he's hit you.
Okay. So that's 1 wound for me. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll shoot my 4th of 6 bullets.
And he gleefully laughs as the blood
6.
flies out of you. You know what I mean? And then,
Yep.
and then
6.
he laughs again when he gets hit. Yes. Oh, Dath. That's
He
a good
is a
one.
crazy mofo, I tell you that.
That's a good one.
Dog tag is a psychopath.
Yeah, he's that.
All right. So he's
So
dancing.
I've got 2 bullets left in my pistol.
Good one, all that. You're learning. All right. So you guys rolled an ish.
Oh, not yet. No.
I
Did you
failed
shoot
my initiative. I haven't gone yet.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. Nimble. Oh, 5. I did hit.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, now initiative. So another
Now
wound
initiative.
for him.
And your friend there.
And I rolled a 4, so I won my initiative.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, so you
Nice.
both get to go.
All right,
Okay.
Murph. Kill him, Murph.
You hit him and he staggers back a little bit
This
because you're both
this
kind of
man
him up.
collects dog tags, Murph. Just so you know.
I rolled another 6.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Now when you shoot him, describe where's that? Because y'all both hit him both in the shoulders like that on the other side of the pole. Right?
Oh, nice. Oh, so we both hit him at the same
No,
time?
I mean, well, earlier, kind of like, because you both hit him.
Okay, yeah.
Bam, bam.
Okay, so I get...
We're putting bullets into him. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
bang.
He's getting slugs.
You know what? He slumps against the telephone pole or whatever.
Nice.
So
That's
he goes
brilliant.
down, right? Where he's now sitting down beside the hooker on the ground.
Okay,
Oh.
he's already pirouetted around somewhat,
Uh-huh.
so he's not gonna fall on top of her. So
No.
when he goes back like that, he spins around
Huh.
after you shoot him because y'all would center the pole, and then
Uh-huh.
he falls back on the pole. He says, "That's so nice," and then he starts sliding down the pole, and you can see the blood is kind of squishing on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he falls and sits down like that, and then his head flops over, and he drops his arms like that, and his trench coat comes open, and it's like there's just dog tags all hanging from the inside of his trench coat. That's why you hear the little tinkling sound when he's walking up. All right?
I walk up beside Murphy,
it's
put my
it's
pistol
at
away,
least 25 of them.
put my pistol away, and say, "Murphy, I'm sorry for your loss." As I nod
Wow.
toward the dog tags.
Yeah. I will take the dog tags and rip them off his person. See if I recognize any of the names.
This may answer
In
many
fact,
of your
you do.
questions for your Fort Jackson families.
Some of them you were too young to remember. He's been in action, dog tag, all right.
Right.
But he's been in action for several years doing this. I mean, you didn't
All
know
right.
that just that people wasn't returning.
Right. Well, that will be my new mission. Will be to get these dog tags back to our chain of command so that we can provide closure.
Okay, so you picking clean of the dog tags or whatever like that. He's still got the
Yeah.
grin on his face. It's just a sloppy grin, and he's just laying up there by the hooker. Their heads are touching.
I will, Murphy, do you have a hand-to-hand weapon?
Yes, I does. And pull up
Oh,
my
that's
hunting
right. That's right. Oh, yes.
Yep.
I'll take his knife because I don't have a hand-to-hand weapon. And this gun, I'll check him for food, water, rations, ammunition.
Okay,
I'll check out the hooker
I bet you will.
in the nicest way.
Yes,
all right?
in the nicest
what
way.
I mean, like what does she have on her person?
But anyway, yeah, she has some paraphernalia from her profession, and
Oh, Lord. I don't want to know what that is.
yeah,
Oh,
and but you would
what am I
you
gonna,
would know,
what am I
Arnett,
going to do with condoms? What am I going to do with condoms? I know. I will throw water in them. Okay.
you would know, Ardath, that she is almost like Sir Charles is her pimp. That's why old boy did not even care of that. She was just
Right.
like a whatever.
Okay.
But yeah.
Whew.
Anyway,
Okay.
where do you want to go now?
Did he have any ammunition?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he does have his pistol. He's fired
Okay.
off 6. He's got several left. In fact, I'll roll to find out.
Okay.
All right, he's got 6 left inside
Okay.
little pockets of his things.
Murph, I'm
Let
going
me
to
reload.
need to take this ammo as I'm down to 2 bullets. Okay, so I will load. I will go ahead and load my pistol back up to 6, and then I'll put the other 2. Excuse me, I had 2 in it. You gave me, I have 8 total bullets, but I'll put 6 in the gun.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll put the other 2 in my lapel, or my pocket or something.
I've got 5 bullets left myself.
Oh well, why don't we split them then? Because I've got 2. So I have a total of 8.
You said you were using a revolver. I'm using an automatic.
Oh, right. Okay,
Right.
so we can't share. Right, okay. Yeah, I have a revolver.
Yeah, this area of town is not necessarily that habitat. You can still see the street people up and down the roads. And they've shuffled and gone into the alleyways to get away from what was going on.
Unfortunately, this has occurred, but still, I believe we need to talk to Maddox about Sir Charles's tower.
Okay.
Very well.
This is late. I mean, it's probably 2 o'clock in the morning right now, 2:30.
Yes.
It's a great time.
We will be getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
But the adrenaline will keep us going, I suppose.
Yeah. Do I have a place that I stay normally?
Yeah, you stay in actually Sir Charles's lower area in his tower.
Well then I would take us to the tower then.
Okay. Now the tower's about 5 blocks away. The library is about 3 blocks, but it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know the Maddox is probably, even though he sits up late with some candlelight, he's probably bushed.
Right.
So,
right.
but anyway,
So we'll head to the tower. I'll make sure my friend Murph, taking all these dog tags into the tower may be difficult to explain.
Understood. I think maybe then we'll just find a little place to stash them in the meantime. So, I don't know. Let's just look for some place where, we can safely.
So
hide
we'll
them
hide all of his dog tags, including his own, somewhere, just in case they pat us down or something. You never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we'll head back to my apartment in the tower.
Okay. As you're walking like a block, there's a fence that runs along beside a drop off. All right, along this road that you're on, and you hear a sound about a block further, ironically, down in like a ooh, and the fence rattles along the road that you're on, like it's been.
Yeah.
I'll take a look over at it, see if I can see what made the noise.
Okay. When you look over at it, you're at a area where it goes down into a ditch, and then there's an underpass where the river goes. All right.
Okay.
And you look over that, you see in the moonlight 2 glints and a little bit of a silver, almost a silver fur.
I can see it. Yes.
Okay, there's a shape. It's almost like a blood shape that's laying right down there in that thing. And there's some
making a noise.
Yeah, going
okay.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Quiet, okay? And so you hear bark on a tree as it goes off, and you hear a move up, and then a boom as it kind of jumps up to the next thing and grabs the next little tree. And it's coming up that. Now, there is that little fence between y'all two, because you're looking kind of down like that. But that's what you're seeing kind of bounding its way up.
Okay.
All
right. We might want to run, Murph.
Yeah, I think we've got some escaped sort of, I don't know, zoo creature kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hoofing it.
Yep, let's go.
Toward the tower.
You hear ooh, 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 and it's by this time when you start to turn around and run, it's grabbed the top of that thing and it's doing like that, and all of a sudden you hear that whole fence, that section of that fence just collapse under it, and then as y'all are running. Like I said, there's cars or whatever, so you can kind of meander through.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to beeline straight to his civilization. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm going to run to homeless people where this thing may go after them and not me. You know, what's the old saying? I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun him.
That's right.
So I would try to put homeless people between me and it.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
This thing is.
I'm not a hero, baby. I'm not a hero.
It's 2
Rule
o'clock in the
number one:
morning.
cardio.
It's
Cardio.
So you guys, you're just running, right?
Yes. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So you're running through there, and you hear it. It's almost like it's oppressive, like you're breathing down your neck, type thing.
Right.
Because this is a monstrosity. I mean, it's at least
Right.
700-800 pounds. You know, right behind you.
Woo. Okay.
And you hear it bumping up and hitting cars or whatever. No alarms going off. Those batteries have been long dead. All right.
Yeah.
Goes kind of shrugging past them. You hear somebody kind of fall off of a car into a puddle that was left from the rain. You hear him splashing as he's running. Ooh, okay. You break into the first wave of buildings or whatever.
Right.
And he goes over that, but he's focused. He's focused on y'all running right away. Okay.
Okay.
That's what he's doing. So roll. We're going to do that distance thing because you're about 5 blocks away from.
Okay.
But
So we need to roll nimble.
So
you want us to run nimble?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to get back to the.
Yep. So
mission?
I rolled a 5, so I did pass. Yeah, and nimble would be your agility check or running check.
Yep.
Just gotta
Here we
beat
go.
him.
Here we go. And I rolled a 5, so I'm good.
Okay,
Me
y'all
too.
both barely beat him. All right. So you've made it a further block. I don't know if you want to juke or whatever like that. Like I said, you just got to the first line of buildings. Y'all have made it to the second line of the second row. Okay.
Make a beeline for it. Make a beeline.
I'm running.
For it.
I'm not. I'm not gonna dive into anything. I'm beelining it for the tower. Yep.
Okay. All right. Now the tower, you're gonna have to go at least one more block and then take a right and then go 2 blocks. All right.
Yeah, I failed. I failed mine.
Okay.
Me too.
We both failed.
Yep.
Okay, he's right on your back. He seems to be, he's grabbed a pole, and you hear it wrenching, and he's throwing himself forward as he's, he's just going through, okay? So he seems to be gaining ground like that. So he's right on your back. Let's, one more time.
Murphy, run, boy, run.
I'm trying my best.
4, I made it.
I did not make it.
Oh!
Okay. He made his too, okay? You feel right on your back, Ardath, you feel like it's like almost like a breeze goes down your back and slight fingers tug on your garments. Yeah. It's almost like a pull, and it scrimps down as he reaches over and he grabs the shoulder of Murph. And you hear Murph pivot and pirouette as you're running.
Sure.
All right? So you got your wish at least.
It was nice knowing you.
Okay, Murph, you were taken like that and thrown up against the building that you were beside, okay? So, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Loose. So he bites into you with his hands, and you
flips you
and smash up against the side, all right?
Damn. And you have my knife, don't you?
No, I have my knife. I took the killer's knife. You still have your knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're quite
That's why I asked,
jarred
because if you had one, I took it. Yeah.
You're quite jarred as you hit the side of the wall and slide down, but you are facing him, okay? And he looks at this moment. He looks a bit confused about what he wants to do. All right.
Okay.
Like he just spun you off and he's looking at him.
I will give him some clarity to the situation.
Okay. So there's a moment's pause in what he's doing here.
All right, and I will just pull out the gun and shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that was a deciding factor when you shoot like that. Roll to see if you make any kind of thing, because he paused. So what'd you roll?
What am I rolling? My nimble?
Yeah, you're nimble.
To shoot?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. You shoot, and the shot goes out. You don't see him being impacted or whatever like that, but you definitely got his attention. So then he just turns around and looks at you and woof, and lopes at you right there. Okay? So I want you to roll for initiative to see if you could at least do whatever. You did that in a moment.
I am.
Right?
We're rolling for initiative between you and him.
Okay.
Even you, Jason. I don't know what you're doing, Ardath.
I'm gonna stop and turn around, steady myself. I want to aim for a full turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to aim to hopefully get a bonus to hit him on my.
When you
on the
hear it
next turn.
fire off, you turned around and you're aiming,
Right.
and you see him jumping. So
Yep.
you're not firing immediately.
No, I want to take a full turn to aim. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And I will just be firing, but this is initiative, right? Okay.
Okay, you felt it. So he gets to go first.
Yep.
He's coming down. And yeah, he does hit pretty hard, and you can feel bruised up. You just smash back into the concrete again as he's coming down and clobbering. All right.
Ooh.
So I mean, you know something's broken. You just don't know what right now.
Is that one wound?
Yeah. We're doing one
one
wound.
wound,
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Even though he's got 2 fists, he didn't fully connect with the second one.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
My turn or
Your turn, and at the start of the next one, Jason don't have to roll for initiative. He's already got it plus a 1.
Right.
Okay, so the struggle. I'm trying to get the gun in there, and
Mm-hmm.
5. I did.
Nice.
5. Okay.
Okay.
And when you do, you let it off, and you obviously go off into his chest.
Ooh.
Cavity.
Nice. Bang! In the gut, in the abdomen, right? While this
Yeah.
thing's
Mhm.
popping.
Yeah.
And it just aggravates
Chest
him
wound.
more. Okay.
Oh, he's aggravated.
He's just jumping up and down
Oh.
like that. Yeah, it didn't kill him. He's just jumping up and down, beating his hands. Okay. We'll see if he hits with both hands or not. All right.
Oh, great. You'll pummel me to death.
Mm-hmm.
And so you shot him there. Now, Jason.
Yep.
It wasn't your go until next turn, right? Because
Yeah, I was aiming for a full turn, so,
All right, so
let me know
he's-
when.
Okay. He comes down with 2 hands and he connects with one again. The other one hits the concrete. And you hear it.
Okay.
Boom, boom, and he hits you to the side of the shoulder.
Another
All right?
point of damage. Okay. Yep. Yep.
All right. Now you just see this the
Yeah.
silverback gorilla just smacking like that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark. Yep.
And now, I imagine your hat never comes off in all of
Never.
this. Your hat never comes off,
It's
right?
never
It's
shut
awesome.
Oh no.
It's awesome. I watched some Western the other day, and they had this unbelievable fist fight. Neither one of them's hats ever came off. So that's
No.
okay, here we go. Now, do I get a +1 to this roll?
yeah,
For
yeah,
aiming?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 6. 5
Nice,
plus 1,
nice.
6.
Dang, all
I
right.
put a bullet in it.
Okay. You smacked him with a bullet in his side, and he howls and turns around, almost like cartwheeling toward your direction. Okay. So
Mhm.
now he's loping toward you. It's going to take him action to get there,
Okay.
to bridge that distance. And
Sure.
you can take another action to aim is what I'm getting at before he even gets up on you
Okay.
if you want to. But
I can take another action.
well, I mean, if you wanted to use one of your actions, you're enough distance away to where you could do that.
Let's
would
see
be like,
here.
You'd be right on it though. He's going to be hitting you on the next action.
I'm down to 5 bullets in the gun. I will say out loud, Father Brown, I do hope the good Lord was listening to you through all those prayers.
You're doing that. You're saying it to you, and you're looking down the.
I'm saying that as I put a bullet in him.
Okay.
Right?
Now,
And, yep.
now I don't want to skip because during that turn, you Murph you're beat, you're battered, you're bruised, you're not unconscious yet. Correct.
Oh no. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm.
But you got to
Yeah.
take some. I mean,
Oh, I'm hurting.
yeah.
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 Okay.
So,
But I will, if I get a chance, I'm gonna try and put a bullet in him.
yeah. While he's running away,
Mm-hmm.
now because of the serious situation, just roll a straight roll to see if
Initiative?
Initiative, yeah.
Initiative roll. Okay.
Okay. I failed, so I'm going after.
I made it. I made it.
Okay, initiative. Now you're laying down practically on the side. You've been beat almost to a pulp, and you're firing off in the moonlight. You can see enough with the full moon. So
pulling up that gun, shooting at his backside now
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
as he's coming
The
to
hat
me.
is still on.
And the hat
still
is
on.
perfect.
So roll. So if you hit him,
All right. Oh, I'll get you, you son of a bitch. All right. 5. I got
Woo,
it.
nice.
dang.
Put a
Okay.
bullet in its back.
He kind of almost slides a little bit and staggers. This is what you see, Ardath. He's coming toward it.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's in lopes, and then you saw that
Yep.
muzzle flash from Murph as
Yep.
Murph is laying over there to the side, barely holding up
Right.
his gun. And,
Yeah.
and
Right.
you're amazed at it hit because he's
Yep.
not capable of aiming like that. So,
Right.
but you do recognize the silverback gorilla has been, you know, in the zoo, and obviously
Right.
that zoo had been like, he got out some way.
Okay. Okay.
Just anyway, he's breathing
Nice.
down your neck right now.
Yeah, I failed my initiative, so he would go before me, the silverback.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He is coming at you immediately. It's more like a bull rush. Okay, I'm not coming
Right.
about that.
Gotcha.
All right,
Gotcha.
and he hits you. He almost
Woo!
power drives you right into, you know,
The
right
car,
into
yeah.
you, and you're thrown back. All right,
Okay.
thrown back.
One
Hit up
wound?
against- Yeah.
2? One?
No,
Okay.
no, one wound. One wound.
One wound, okay. You know, he hits me. Maybe both. I had both hands on it when I shot him. Knocks a hand free. I've still got this gun in my hand.
Yeah.
And I will, as we tumble, or I tumble, you know, I will do the best I can to get a shot off
To get
as
a
I'm
shot off?
rolling
Yeah,
on the. Yep.
Exactly.
6. Outstanding.
Okay.
I'm down to 4 bullets.
All right. You hit into him on the side, and
He's so big. I really couldn't miss him. Right.
yeah. You see
I know
his
what it's
outline in the deal as you spun out the way and you hit up against the car and you're like firing at him. And
Yeah.
he would have hit you more full on if Murph hadn't have got it like off kilter
Right.
with his back
Right.
shot.
Gotcha.
So at this time he and he's turning around and he's still running, but he's running through the streets away from you.
Woo.
So he bull rushed, knocked you to the side, and he's
Yeah.
Take it
I'll stumble back to the car and slide down to my butt and wipe my forehead with my, hand still in my, and look over at Murph to see if he's alive or dead.
Oh, 100% no defects, my friend.
I tell you, this has been the worst day in my entire existence. And I've ruined my best clothes. I have been shot, and I have now been trampled by a ape. And I stick my pistol in my holster, stand up, and try my best to dust everything off, and again, button the middle button of my long coat.
well. Okay, while you are doing that, you hear some gunshots ring out, almost like, because you were right at that intersection where you had to take a right and go down 2 blocks
Right.
to get to your tower, and all the gun play has attracted some
Yeah.
attention. There's some shots firing toward the distance of the escaping ape, the silverback, and as Sir Charles's men, 5 of them come out and break out into the intersection, and they see you standing there, and then they see you, Murph, collapse in a heap over to the side. Ardath, was that you?
That was me and my friend protecting ourselves from that ape, which just went that away. And I point in the direction the ape went.
Your friend. Go get him.
My
Go
friend.
Get him. And he gestures toward the other 2. And they come over there toward you, Murph, and help lift you up.
No,
Just
Be
stand in
careful
position.
with him. He has been badly beaten and wounded.
Yeah.
I do declare. All right, so they take. Let's get y'all back to the tower, and then they turn you around and start limping you toward the tower.
Okay.
You guys just 2 blocks down, and you go into this big area, the swinging, rotating doors to get in, right?
Okay.
And they take you in there, and I bet so Charles is going to be interested in this. And anyway, they nod at you, Ardath, as far as you being able to go.
Sure.
we'll get Louise to look at your friend here, and then they lead you off. And you know, Louise is the local
nurse or something. Yeah.
In the building. Yeah.
Tell Louise that I will need her attention once my friend is taken care of. I do too have a bullet wound, and I pull my jacket back to show a hole in my shoulder. Right.
We'll send her all down.
You call that a bullet wound?
Your boy here looks roughed up.
Yes.
Your boy
yes,
here
he
looks
is.
roughed up.
He is in need of
I got
of
one
her
on the side
attention.
too. Yep. That might be a rib sticking out. I'm not really sure. Fix that. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my.
They you're going to the elevator, right?
Okay.
It takes a while before it lifts you up and starts the word of life and all the light come on.
Right.
But you make it up to the 5th floor where your apartment is.
Okay.
But you do notice that when it's shutting right before the door shuts, you see them lead him downstairs.
Okay.
All right, to the basement area.
Okay.
Oh, they're taking me downstairs to the basement.
Yes. So Ardath, that's what you see when it shuts closed.
Yeah.
All right. So which isn't necessarily the best thing. There's some,
Right. Right.
There's some waterboarding and everything else that goes on down there. All right. as Donnie would say.
That's right.
But nevertheless, it's just a holding area to find out the legitimacy of who you are. And what Ardath knows. So Ardath, if you make it up to your room and you stagger in those silk sheets. So, you take care of them and you kind of just fall on them and pass out. You, Murph, are taken down and strapped into onto a table. They said, Luis will be able to see you in a minute. And
I can hardly wait.
Yeah, they said, and after that, they you kind of just pass out just from the exhaustion of it all.
Right.
All right. So anyway, in the morning, Ardath, you wake up and you hear the doorbell ding to your room. Okay.
Sure.
And there's it. I don't know what you want to say, if it's open or whatever. You lock the door.
I would get up and pull my robe, my very nice silk robe on.
Yeah.
I had patched my shoulder best I could.
Yeah.
Pull it tight. Of course, I'm a noble, and I'll tighten it around my waist.
Sir Charles is standing.
Do come in.
Sir Charles is standing there, and he has somebody open the door for him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this tall black gentleman.
Okay.
He's got gray around his beard coming down almost to a little point.
Yeah.
He's made it, and it's tied off, just one little point like that. Okay. His hair's combed back in braids all the way down his back.
Nice.
He's probably about 58 years old. All right.
Okay.
And he has a cane with a little golden head on it, and he walks in. Ardath. Looks like you've drug a cat in with you.
Oh, Sir Charles, I have indeed. Come in.
And
have a seat.
He walks
Can
over
I get
like
you
that
a drink?
and brushes, and there's some sherry over there in your little armoire or whatever. Yeah. He brushes the other two wait at the door. You know, the other two guards that was with him. So they shut the door like that, and you can tell they're standing there. And he sits down in his your little chair.
Right.
And he crosses his leg and puts his little staff there. Oh, Death. So who is the man you brought back with us?
He is a survivor, a visitor. He came here with some other men and was attacked brutally by the scavengers, who then ran to 5 Points with some of his friends' tools and things. I befriended him to help him retrieve these tools. Can I get you a drink? I know it's early. I mean, walk over and pull the curtain back, look out. I was up nearly all night, Sir Charles, but and as you can see, I am wounded.
It looks like you need.
But I'll pour a couple of shots and walk over and present one to him.
Okay, he takes the highball from you or whatever, He looks at it, looks through it at you like that. He said, "So, what does he hail from? What interest?"
That I do not know, Sir Charles. And I sit. May I sit down? I plop down on the corner of my bed,
Please.
and I take the shot. That, sir, I do not know.
We have him in the basement. Louise is taking a look at him. Seems he's a bit worse for wear, battered.
Louise is a good woman, and she does have many skills, Sir Charles.
I've sent for Maddox. He should arrive within an hour. You slept
Maddox.
a little late. We're going to see if we can identify him. You know how I do not like
Very good.
outsiders.
That is probably a wise idea. Maddox is a very intelligent man, although it is of my experience that a librarian, recluse who very rarely gets out, won't be able to tell you any more than I about where he comes from.
Now you know Maddox keeps basically a census of the area for Sir Charles. Or
Sure.
You didn't really, but
Sure.
you're drawing that conclusion right now.
Mhm.
It seems there was a lot of activity last night.
There was much. I was in it. I saw the water tower. I didn't see it. I experienced the flood from the water tower sabotage.
Yes, it seems it's in someone's interest to make it even less hygienic.
I pour another drink and hold it up to him and say, Sir Charles, it is in your best interest, is it not? And I take the shot again. And I set it down.
Okay.
I think you're the only one to benefit from such things, Sir Charles.
Oh, the taking down of the water tower?
Oh, among other things. Sure.
There's a stink about. The water tower would just increase that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing I need here. Something is going on, and someone is to blame. And until I find out,
you and I and your men will root them out.
yes, I suppose we will, won't we? Our death. As soon as we find out about your friend, and if he has any involvement in the water tower incident.
He was with me when the water tower went. He couldn't have done it.
That's what I fear. Where you were. Taking him, and we found another.
I pour yet another drink, and I look at him and, well, I tell you this, Sir Charles, Maddox will not be able to tell you where I was at. He is not that kind of man. And take another shot.
It's not whether Maddox knows where you were. It's whether we can find out who your friend is or not. And what interest you have.
Well, I am as curious about that as you are, Sir Charles.
Yes, there seems to be another incident. We found dog tag slain beside a hooker. Shot several times.
That I will not
In the Vista.
deny. I will not deny that. I had to kill Dog Tag.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know how crazy. You know how crazy Dog Tag was.
I suppose it was time he got his comeuppance.
He killed one of your precious whores. Right before my eyes. My eyes. He murdered her. I had to put him down. He was no more than a rabid animal.
I allow him to have his playthings. He was a good, useful tool. But
well, he was.
It was in the past. And I shall leave it there. But when Maddox arrives, please get yourself ready, and we'll meet in the basement.
by your leave, I would want to visit Louise to get this bullet removed sooner than better. As I'm sweating, probably, in a bit of shock.
Okay. Now, okay. When you look down, she's already taken care of that. She came in sometime during.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And patched you up. Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Or you were passed out.
All right. Okay. Oh, so I'm bandaged up. I gotcha. Okay.
You know I do have keys to all these rooms.
Yes. Then I will wait patiently for your call when Maddox arrives. I will get cleaned up.
Okay. Now, when you're down there, Murph, you wake up. You've got you've been patched up. All right. You're bruised all over your body. And you're sitting there, and you're strapped down to the chair that you're in. Okay? And
I'm in a chair now.
Yeah, they put you in a chair, and you wake up like that with your shoulder digging into your chest. You look up, and you find out you're strapped. But you have been patched up, and you've got some loose garments on. You're heavier, your own personal loose garments, even though it's got holes in it and ripped up right now. And your other gear is laid over to the side, and it's laid out on the table that you were laying at, and it looks like it's been pilfered through.
Okay.
Right? With all of your weaponry and everything laid out to the side. Okay? Okay.
Is there anybody else in the room with me?
At that, when you're looking around for a second, then you hear the door open up. It's two bay doors like that. Open up.
Right.
And there seems to be an elderly gentleman with spectacles on. And you see Ardath walking behind another gentleman, the black gentleman, that tall, lanky, with a cane. You can only assume is Sir Charles by his regal attire and appearance, right? And he walks up and he stands there and he's pivoting on his cane and he looks at Maddox. Look at the effects. This individual, what do you think he hails from? Ardath here says he came, and he looks at Ardath and he says, in goodwill. You know, is he okay? And then Maddox kind of look, and he adjusts his glasses and whatever, and he scoots over and he's looking down like in his bifocals areas, and he's looking at the jacket and looking at and then looks at you, and he goes, and he's just walking around and looking at all the aspects, and he walks back and looks at the table, and he pulls up the gun and he's looking like that. What's up, Charles? This is Army issue. And he looks at Sir Charles, and then Sir Charles turns around and looks at you, Ardath, and smiles.
Looks at who? Me?
Yeah, at Ardath, and smiles.
Those may be Army issue. Maddox, you are but a fool. Those may be Army issue, but that does not mean this man is Army.
I suppose we shall decide. Let the fates decide.
Rock and roll, chicken ball.
Yeah, and you're still like that. And he goes, and he turns on his heel, and then clicks out. Now, Ardath, you get a sense of cold from him. He's almost like
oh yeah.
And you're standing there with them, and the doors swing shut, and the little man hobbles out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Maddox does?
Yeah, Maddox does. He's following the heels of
Oh, yeah. Well, I would reach out and grab him by the shoulder.
Okay.
Right, Maddox on his way out.
At you and, gotta get back to my studies. This is nothing but infringement.
Turn him around. Maddox, you are mistaken. You are mistaken, and you could cost 2 good men their lives. But go.
So be it. He's a bit snippy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he walks out, he shuttles himself out, and the doors swing. And then almost instantly they swing open, and like several guards, or several of his men come in there. And they bind you up, and they...
Gentlemen, Please, I am sore from wounds. Be gentle.
All right, now they both get you, and they later that night you're held in your in this area for like they move you to a holding area on the first floor. All right.
Sure.
And they come back later on whenever you see the sun going down at the back. They lead you out in a procession, almost. And there are several people, and they've got torches, and they're walking. It seems like everybody from the street people to all these other people. It's almost like a celebration. It's like a parade. And you guys are still bound, and you're going right down there. All right. Mm-hmm. Now, there is a gasohol-powered vehicle. It's a long limo. Mm-hmm. And Sir Charles is in the top of it, standing up out the window, and he's following down the middle of it. But they're walking alongside of it, and y'all are walking in front of the limo, right? Mm-hmm. Like so, he's right on your rear end. And
right.
He leads y'all down the hill into Williams-Brice Stadium.
Right? Okay.
The old Gamecock Stadium. And they're walking you through the doors, and you come in there, and people are filing out and starting to go up into the little seating area. And
do not be nervous, Murph. This is known as the Thunderdome. Don't let that make you nervous.
Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is.
I'm too sore to be nervous, actually. Okay, so you know me, feel that.
Okay. If we can survive psychopathic hitmen and apes, we'll be just fine.
All right.
Exactly.
She patched you up. If you want to get one hit point back apiece.
Okay. So I still have one wound.
Okay. Dell, I got to sign off pretty soon.
Okay. Well, this might be the end of it. Hopefully you got 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Sure.
Well, nevertheless, Sir Charles walks through there with his entourage, and there's a scattering of people sitting around this area, and y'all are like on the 50-yard line, okay? Separated by like 10 foot. And he brings out weapons for you. These are just pole sticks with like metal ends on. What do you call them things? I can't remember what they're called. But as far as the
axe,
pole axes. Okay.
Pole axe.
Okay.
Gotcha.
There you go. Sorry. But nevertheless, you're given 2 pole axes. All right, and it has streamers on the end of it, like little flags, in the dangerous areas. And they set y'all up on 10 yards away from each other.
Okay.
And he turns around.
Him and I away from each other?
Yes, he turns around and said, "We shall let the fates decide." And then there's like an uproar of the people.
Right.
And then they're backing away. Ardath, you know that they want y'all to, it's trial by combat. Mm-hmm. All right? Ardath, we wish you well.
I look at Murph and say, we have weapons. Why don't we run through the crowd?
They're backed off enough to where they don't hear you like that, but they're waiting.
Right.
And then he has this flare gun over the side.
Right.
And he said, "On my count, 3, 2, 1," and he fires it off.
Oh, and I'm flinging this pole axe right at Sir Charles.
Let's do it.
The minute he fires that flare, I fling this thing
he's
right
over there.
at
I should say that those 6 guards are still pirouetting around, okay? So that's a little bit of a long distance throw, but yeah. You can still hit him, okay?
All right, here we go. Nimble. Come on, baby.
I'm going at the guard.
1! Oh, my land.
No.
It's much heavier than I expected.
I got a 5, so I'm just swinging my pole arm towards one of the guards.
So y'all both look at each other and you know what you're going to do, right? So you're swinging toward a guard?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He's not let his go, but I actually flung mine at Sir Charles.
This is going to be a brawn check, I suppose.
Now, I got to let you know, Murph, that they
melee.
do have weapons. All right?
Sure.
Oh, I'm going to die one way or the other.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I don't think I'm getting out of this one alive anyway.
So you're swinging the pole axe at him, right?
Yep.
Okay. Swing away.
At me or a guard?
No, at the guards.
Oh,
Swing at you.
No.
I win.
Not you.
I win. Let me the hell out of here.
They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me anyways. So I rolled a 5. I got it.
nice.
Okay. Well, when you do, you swing around and you're right into the, the throat. I'm gonna do them minion wise. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guard
Nice.
is like, as this poleaxe sticks right in his throat or whatever.
Nice.
He just,
That's awesome.
he just timbers. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
as he's falling away, you still got the poleaxe in your hand. All right. So
Good.
he's in a circle around y'all. So
Yeah.
basically, roll for Anish. Well, actually, you get to go now, Jason. I know you failed yours.
Well, on my turn, I just flung that poleaxe trying to hit Sir Charles, and I missed badly.
Oh,
so
you
that
missed
was my
it.
turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I rolled a
It
1.
just clambers right beside him and lays down or whatever.
Right.
He does a double step back. All right.
Right.
So anyway, roll for Nish. You don't have no weapon on you now.
Nope.
'Cause they're stripping
3
you of
for me. I failed, so I'm going
I
last.
failed too.
that. Okay. These guys just start hailing bullets. You feel one past you. Another one sinks into you, Ardath.
Ooh.
You feel from behind you.
I feel the burn and the punch and the burn of the bullet.
Yeah, right through your regal attire and
Mhm.
out of your side of your gut. Okay, this other one.
I think we're outnumbered.
Huh. Outnumbered, outgunned,
This other one hits you too, Ardath.
like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This other one hits you in the shoulder. The other one hits you in the gut. So you kind of spun like that as you.
Who is
continue to
this?
spin.
Who
You,
got hit?
Ardath.
Oh, I did.
Oh.
So I've been hit twice.
Yeah.
Okay,
you've been
I'm
hit twice.
I'm at 0. I'm unconscious according to the rules.
Okay. Now these bullets are
Or
flying
dead,
by
whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Okay. So, Murph, these bullets are flying by you. You see 2 red stains come up on Ardath as he spins around from getting hit, and he's kind of like just screw drives into the ground a little bit on his knees,
Yeah.
and he collapses over like that. Now, you're still standing there. What do you want to do?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's about,
I'm taking as many out with me as I can.
okay.
Nice.
All
The soldier.
So if you make the,
Cue the Billy Jack music. 1 tin soldier.
Sir
I
Charles
missed.
is already running. You can see him backing up and running.
Right. He's
Yeah.
getting out of there.
I missed.
You missed? Okay. You're paying attention to him, and one strikes you. All right.
One strikes me. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm still up.
It hits you.
Okay.
It hits you in the forearm.
Yep. All right.
Another one hits you right there. I'm rolling straight 5s, Bo. Sorry. And a third one strikes into you. That's 3 points. I mean, you just
Oh.
you're a sponge. So,
And I fall to the ground, and that's when the hat comes off. And
Oh.
yeah, you fall to the ground,
Beautiful.
hit it, and then the last scene is the hat just tips off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then
That's awesome.
That's it.
Ah!
That's awesome.
Okay. That was great. I did.
That was awesome.
I simply all that. I rolled escape gorilla.
Right?
Yeah.
Cutting communication nodes was the first one.
Right.